So we're going to go ahead and just picking up where I left off. We're going to go ahead and delete all that back. I want to come look at my project, and I've created this new database, and I think I have made him yes, he is the project. Each of these guys is their own kind of project. So so what I'm going to do is add, let's go ahead and look at this folder, because we know we have two more files in here, awesome constants and awesome windows. So we can add these to our project. All right, now we're cooking with gas. And now we've got to come back over here and include them. X include, and this is awesome constants PB, and now I separate those a bit because not always do you want your windows to be loaded. I like to put in all of the helper files in between this. Okay, so if we were, well, we're not going to run it yet. We need to gather a little bit more info and a little bit more data. So, but we're close. We're getting closer. So we've got these two guys. We're going to need to come down here, and let's go ahead and put in a control loop. How about that? And I actually have one over here. An event loop, a basic event loop comes in. Okay, and I should add this in here because we need to say window, hide window, pound window, and that should be FRM main, and we're gonna say false. So that's the last line that we actually have before the code kicks in. Okay, so that's all good. We can come down here. Hold on now. We got a little bit more we can do. Let's go ahead and say case our window, and what's our get the heck out of Dodge? This ought to be main. There we go. And well, I can copy that whole thing, can't I? Let's come up here, and so now we can actually exit our screen. That's always a good thing, right? And he needs to be defined up here. And we're gonna say false, right? So now he's set to false, so he won't automatically close. Okay, so that kind of has this to where I think it's going to be really close to running. We need to call our code, right? So if we come back to our project and we open up Windows, we have open window main. Okay. So go ahead and close that. Let's come back. Oh, I guess I don't need you up anymore. We have database, so we can say here, open that, and this I would think should execute, barring any typos. Hey, not bad. There we go. We got our awesome window. Of course, it doesn't do anything, but that's beside the point. Okay, so we need to resize this column, don't you think? That's kind of ugly. So let's go ahead and work on that. So to do that, I am going to go retrieve, oh, that's the videos. You'll do, I think. Hold on. Let's go down to the war game. I'm going to steal some code. Again, there's no sense reinventing wheels. So I have and now you will have them since I'm actually going to be putting them in this project. And I think I've actually given them to everybody before. So if we go to includes, let's see. I don't know that we want to do any of the data grid. Well, it doesn't hurt, I guess. Where is what I'm looking for? Where's list icon helper? And I guess we need these two if I'm gonna. Oh, we don't need dice roller. And then static, yes. Okay, so we're gonna copy all of those. And I know I had about 6 of these open, right? There we go. So we can come back to our debug project and then go to includes, and we can paste all these into here. Now, what are we going to use? I'm only going to bring in 2 of them at the moment. Just cause. Come on, there we go. So what we're going to do is say X include, and this is, includes, and this should be list icon helper. I think I put an I on it, but it doesn't belong there. X include. Yeah, that's right. X include. Oh, what did I do? And there we go. All right, and this can be includes static, and I'm pretty sure I've renamed him PB. All right, well, for giggles, you know what? We'll just go ahead and change that. Okay, so we're here. Yeah, see, I do have the I on the end of that. That's wrong. Yes, I know I'm changing it. All right, so let's go ahead and add those 2 project for code sheets, and I know I've discussed them before. I'm not really gonna go into them right now. Can you hurry up and get out of my way? I guess I have to wait. Let's see, which one is this? I think that's open. There it goes. Did I get it? Yay, I got it. Okay, so we still got time. Add the project. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock and try to keep these videos to a dull roar in size. Okay, so we now have the list icon helper. He's the important guy, because now what we're going to do is come down here and say, let's go ahead and open him up so I can show you. Let's collapse it so we can get to where it makes sense. Okay, we want the public procedures on here. Okay, and yes. Here we go. Here's how you set the justification. And I want to resize a column, okay? So what we're going to do is come back here to database, and we're going to say, what is that gadget? Pound gadget. Whoops. pound gadget frm main list icon employees. There he is. Now, columns in a list icon grid begin with column 0. It's just, it does. Now, we could come over here and say, I made that 175, so what I would want this to be is 155. But so what I would rather do is say gadget width of this guy minus 20. It's either 20 or 25. I think 25 is too big. I'm pretty sure it's 20. And you're probably saying, what's 20, Pete? And that's the vertical slider bar. Okay. So if you make your column, oh, what are you upset about? Yeah, duh, that was a module, wasn't it, Pete? I knew better than that. So we actually have to say, that's why you get, when you got live coding, you get people making mistakes. There we go. So, should resize. That hopefully will get us. That looks like it did. Okay. So now you see this little gap here? That's that 20 pixel gap or whatever. That's for the vertical slider bar. So the vertical slider bar can pop up and it doesn't give you the horizontal slider bar. So that's kind of an important thing to remember. So then we can select the stuff in here and we can do all kinds of stuff. Now, let's see. What we ought to do is rebuild our list icon. Now, I don't have a way on this guy, do I? You don't give me, well, let's see. If we said employees, all right, and we say save and create, is that a column title? I'll bet you it is. So we could actually put our column titles in there and not have to totally rebuild the world over here. Now, with column data in the list icons, kind of interesting. They, hold on, I gotta go run debug form. And okay, we run the ICE design process to get that modified into our system. Okay, so when you create columns, let's see if I'm right first. Hopefully we have a column now that says employees. Yes, we do. See that? Awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, when messing with list icons, you always got to remember that if you wanted to set something in there, you have column 1, and then you add a line feed, and then you can say column 2, and then add another pound LF dollar, and you can go on all day long. Okay. So if I wanted 2 columns, that's how I would do it. So we could say text or columns title. Okay. Equals that. So this being the physical column name and that being the column name. My point in this is to say, when you build strings to be loaded, each of these line fields separates your data into the various columns across the field, across the table. So to that end, if I came into this and I don't know if I can add a pound line feed or pipe or something to maybe to separate out columns. Like I said, there's no manual with this. It's just by give it a try and see. But eventually, don't worry about it. We'll get to it later. And trust me, we will. This'll end up to where you don't write much of this code at all. But anyhow, we're here. We've created our column. We have a column title now, and let's see our next step. Let's go ahead and snapshot this video, and I will come right back with video number 4.